We got this.
Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
That's us, Jim and Todd here, the Take a Listing Today podcast, ready for show number 170.
We made it to 170.
170.
And our wonderful producer who's responsible for getting us to 170, the wonderful Lisa Gray.
There she is.
Hello.
Maybe not entirely willingly all the time, but
Right.
she did get us
Thank
here.
you for getting us this far.
They don't really see the chain around my ankle.
That's true.
We
Right.
don't pan out, so you don't.
Or the device that goes off if she leaves, you know.
It's a work release program.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
There's a reason that camera doesn't go
Jolts
low.
me. It jolts me.
Right.
All right. Welcome to our show. Today we have a wonderful topic for you, as always, of course. The critical role of repetition in real estate marketing success. Have you ever heard that before, that you need to have some repetition?
Yep.
All right. Ooh. Well, you have piqued my curiosity, Lisa, so let's
Thank
see
you.
what we have here.
I try to do that.
All right. Marketing is a crucial part of any business, specifically a real estate business, because it helps in the following ways. It promotes your services to target audiences. It builds brand recognition, and it generates leads and sales.
And if we think about that, think about repetition. All the great companies have done that throughout time, like Rolaids. No
Yep.
commercials on, but if you ask somebody, how do you spell Rolaids? Well, how do they get that ingrained? Repetition.
Oh my gosh, I think we all have commercials in our heads that we heard as kids.
Right.
Like Oscar Mayer.
Oh,
that kind
yeah.
of stuff that you don't even have to see that commercial
That's the
for
song.
years. You could have not heard it in 40 years. You have that song in your
Yeah,
head. Yeah,
yeah.
that's repetition.
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol has a song on the radio now. I'm not going to repeat it because it's
jeez.
disgusting, to be quite honest. But
Okay.
yeah. All right. So remember, for your marketing to be effective, it must be seen by consumers repeatedly. There's a term for this, and it's called brand conditioning. This type of exposure to a product or service over time results in a higher conversion rate based on increased customer confidence. Repeat exposure to a brand or message is necessary for the brand to have a psychological impact on consumer behavior. It's the science of marketing. Who knew there was science involved in this
Well,
stuff?
here's a great example. I just thought of brand conditioning. So, and this happens every 2 or 3 months, where someone who's signed up for on ProspectsPLUS, if you go to products, the very last item is market dominator.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a lot of people do the 2-year campaigns, fulfill it, and then we let them out. They can go, and then
Let them out.
Like we let Lisa out every now and then?
yeah. Well, we just have to unlock that at 5,
Right.
so she can go home and not be at a stoplight, get zapped. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay, good. So moving on.
But you let them out of the contract, and then
Oh.
I'm guessing the brand conditioning, they want to come back? Or?
Right. So point is, so a lot of people, so if you're hitting once a month for 2 years, and then all of a sudden you stop and you're going to go quarterly on a postcard, people think you're gone, you're out of business. So we have people all the time call back on, is my area still available?
They come back
So
in.
they want to get back
Right.
in it because they stopped brand conditioning.
Yeah,
And they realize-
the loss of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Phone stops ringing when you stop
Yeah.
Yep.
advertising. Well, we have for your pleasure today 5 studied ways for why repeat exposure of real estate marketing is important. And reason number 1, repeat exposure helps to build brand recognition. Consumers need to be familiar with your brand in order to trust it enough to consider using your services. The term for this is brand awareness. Brand awareness is a measure of how memorable and recognizable your brand is to a target audience. With repeat exposure, consumers become more familiar and more likely to remember your brand, thus increasing brand confidence and awareness. Once they understand your brand, they are able to differentiate it from other competing brands as well.
And what's great about this is that most agents know about this, but very few will implement this because it's slow and steady wins the race. But it's the reason why someone who does this doesn't mean they're a better realtor, but they're going to win most of the time because marketing is the name of the game.
Well, and we're talking about there's men out there and there's women out there. When you're doing brand awareness and you've got Doritos versus potato chips, they look very different, right? So maybe
Right.
it wouldn't take as long for somebody to know the difference between Dorito and Jay's potato chip. But if there are 5 different women in a certain, let's say, farm, and they all have similar hair color, it's going to take a little bit to know the difference between one brand and
good point.
another.
Right.
So you really want to be in front of them consistently. And eventually they will look at that image. And even if somebody else sends a postcard that's a woman that looks kind of like you, they will think it's you, because the brand awareness is, this is Karen. This is
Right.
Karen. I'm used to seeing Karen. Even if Nancy 1 month sends something, they may in their mind think, Karen.
Exactly,
Karen.
yeah.
But that will take a little bit because, again, the similarity of women and men and their looks. So,
Well, and repetition, our topic in this podcast is amazing because you can use it in any category. You could use it for your listing presentation. You know, if you go to your broker, if you listen to last week's show, if the agents listen to last week's and they did that intuitive business plan, if you go to your broker is going to help you get tighter on that. Your broker is going to help you get those numbers down. And think about your listing presentation, repetition and intensity. Your broker is going to say, go work on that presentation until you have a relaxed sense of confidence. And learn it with intensity. Don't just learn it like at level 2. Learn it. So repetition and intensity, what's going to happen? Your enthusiasm goes up. Your confidence level goes up, like Peter, who answered the phone last week. And you're going to get more business just because of that.
yep.
Okay, reason number 2. Repeat exposure helps to reinforce the message you are delivering. When consumers are exposed to your message multiple times, they are more likely to remember what's special about you and your business and your value proposition. Here's Lisa getting ready to leave. Taking her shoes off.
My sock fell off inside my shoe.
How does your sock fall off when your shoe's on?
Wardrobe malfunction on the feet.
It's like a really short little footy, and it's like off my foot, and it was annoying. So I'm all better now.
Reason number 2 is the shoe.
By all means, continue.
Thank you. A value proposition is a service or feature about your real estate business that makes you attractive to customers. Hopefully it is unique as well.
Well, share a unique tagline that we read last week on that postcard about third base.
It was unique.
Did you swallow saliva?
No. I'm laughing at your value proposition that makes you attractive to customers. I mean, what if you're an ugly guy? What are you going to do?
How are you going to be attractive? Yeah. Hey, I got a great personality. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, wait.
I felt like I was ugly one time.
What happened?
I stuck my head out the car. We were going down the road. I got arrested for mooning.
It's all falling apart now. First of all, attractive to customers. You can have a great sense of humor that makes you attractive to
Right.
customers. You can be very smart and knowledgeable in your market. That makes you attractive to customers. You can be a go-getter or very
Yes.
action-oriented. All of those things make you attractive.
You
to
could go
customers.
above and beyond, write a personal note. That makes you attractive to customers.
Right.
Do you want to hear this, Lisa? This is the one. Third base real estate. Your last stop before home.
Yes, that's very.
That's great branding. That's a nice tagline.
Yeah, it is. It's very clever, and I get it.
And you're allowed
And
to
if you're
steal that.
attractive,
Yeah.
then
You're allowed to steal that.
You have to have a good tagline. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Okay, moving on. An example might be, quote, my years of experience allow me to sell homes faster.
We were just going into taglines. See?
Yeah.
All right. It's a nice tie in there, and we didn't even know what was next.
I know. He's psychic.
Understanding your message has a stronger impact on their long-term behavior towards your business. All right. Number 3, repeat exposure to your message is important for the lead generation cycle. When a consumer is exposed to your brand multiple times, they're more likely to take action and reach out to you for your services. This is because your brand message is being reinforced with each mailing that you send, and the consumer is more likely to remember it when they are making a decision on a realtor.
And I love this because here's the truth. And even in this market, and things are chugging along and getting better. So if you're marketing at this level, creating your brand, even if they don't buy and sell, everybody knows somebody who will buy and sell in the next 12 months. And so if you think of it that way, then you're going to get some great referrals out of this because they're going to go, oh, you need a realtor? Well, let me tell you who has been marketing. And if you're going to sell your house, you want this person.
You know, I'd love to ask 50 agents, what's your lead generation cycle?
Oh.
I'd be really curious to hear the answer. I bet you most of them feel it's like 30 days, a couple months. They don't really even understand the idea that you could have a prospect in your sphere of influence or in your farm that you start hitting with communication that 3 years later contacts you.
I know they don't think of it that way. It's instant gratification. Yes or no? Nope. Okay.
Right.
And they disappear. It happened to me. I go to California to look at places a few months ago, and it was surprising. It was not surprising because we're in that business, but you're not calling back. You could double in the property just by picking up the phone like Peter.
Yeah.
That
Good.
easy.
Yep. All right. Well, we have some scientific studies to share with you now. Yes. Studies have proven that a consumer needs to be exposed to marketing of a business on average 20 times to be sold on using that service or buying that product. And it actually takes seeing the marketing 5 times before a consumer will stop and read what the marketing says.
That ties into our business base, the 3727.
It does.
Yep. Law of marketing. Yeah.
All right. Reason number 4, repeat exposure to your brand illustrates your professionalism and ups your credibility.
And guess what that's going to do in addition to what we're going to read? That's when you show up at the presentation to be with the buyer or to be with the seller, you're going to have less problems, less objections because you're professional, you're strong, just like Peter last week. That guy's going to show up prepared. You know that.
Well, and you feel like you know someone. So if I've received 5 postcards in the mail, and maybe even a phone call, maybe the guy even walked through the neighborhood on Halloween and came up and said hi. When I call that person over to actually give me a listing presentation, I feel like I already know them.
Yes.
So that's a great thing about repeat exposure. It's not that person doesn't feel new anymore.
Very true, very true. So it also demonstrates that you are committed to a form of marketing that includes delivering a consistent and strong message over time. This is perceived by the consumer as a form of marketing or a level of professionalism that you will likely carry through your real estate clients and the marketing of their home as well. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. You can tell a potential client how much you will market for them, but showing them through your own marketing to them is a much more powerful demonstration.
Exactly. What's nice about that is if you're taking the listing, you could have a listing checklist. So let's say it's the husband and wife and you go over there. Well, they have the checklist, so there's no uncertainty. 3 weeks later, they're not all frustrated with you. Hey, week 1, we're going to do this. We're going to put the sign in a lockbox. We're going to do the photos. Week 2, boom, boom, boom. Then by this time, if we don't have any offers, we're going to have a meeting, talk about a price reduction. So a nice little checklist there would make that very smooth.
It would help out there. Reason number 5, final reason. Repeat exposure to your branding is important for developing relationships. By delivering a consistent brand message, you're able to build relationships with your target audience as they slowly get to know you better and rely on your content. They begin to see you as the local expert based on the just listed and just sold success stories that you send them, the educational content they receive from you, and the local market stats that you share.
Exactly. Perception becomes reality, whether it's right or wrong.
Yep.
Now that you understand the importance of marketing repetition, an easy way to get in front of your market and stay there long enough to develop the brand recognition that we've talked about is to launch a scheduled campaign.
Oh, Lisa's favorite part here. And by the way, this makes agents a lot of money if they
It does.
really
Yeah, we
implement this.
constantly get reviews from agents that use the scheduled campaigns, and they're just thrilled by them. They say the things that we've said when we've marketed them,
Right.
which is saves time. You get it done. Under a minute. You schedule a campaign. It's going out every month. It could go out every 2 weeks. It can go out every day if you want, really. But you can set whatever time you want for it to go out. It can go out for 2 years or more, and you're done. You can go on to doing other things now. There are agents that set up multiple campaigns for different reasons. Some to go to the Sphere, some to go to the farm, different types of things. Maybe a holiday card that's going to a different group or to everybody. And then they don't have to worry. So within minutes, you've got it done. You move on. Now you can handle other tasks, spend more time with your clients and your prospects.
And that's the key right there. You don't have to worry. Your marketing can be set in place. It's not like each month, oh my God, what do I have to do? Right? If you combine last week's show with this week's show, well, you're 50 steps ahead of the average real estate agent who's stumbling and fumbling.
Listen, it clearly works. How many scheduled campaigns do we see going out on a daily basis? I mean, it's a crazy, crazy amount.
It's like the old Vegematics. Set it and forget it.
Yeah, it is. It really is. What was that thing, by the way?
Ron Popeil.
Right.
What was it?
I don't think Vegematic sounds right.
Oh, no,
No,
it
I
was...
It was,
Was it a cooking thing, a cooker thing?
yeah.
I don't know what it was.
I forget what it was too.
I remember the Chia Pet, but the Vegematic. I don't know.
Cheap.
Because she bought one late
She had
at night, 11 o'clock at night. Kurt's asleep. She's like, I'm going to order this damn thing.
I knew that. That's what they had as stocking stuffers in Wisconsin. You get the Chia Pet.
Yeah. However, those went up in price. So, yeah.
All right. Well, Lisa's going to look that up on her phone, as we can see.
Okay.
And that will give me a chance to tell you that the scheduled postcard campaigns on ProspectsPLUS.com offers over 40 different scheduled postcards in a variety of niches, and it only takes seconds to set one up. Once your campaign is launched, your postcards are delivered month after month to your market automatically while you attend to other high-level tasks or just sleep. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
To learn more, check out the show notes below for a link to scheduled campaigns. I guess the notes are below. Is that where I should point? Below?
Yes,
Go below. Yes.
Go below.
Hello.
Okay,
All right.
Vegematic, it's got all these different chopping blades. And would you believe, if anybody's interested in buying one, I mean, that was from the 70s, right? Vegematics.
Oh, that was
Yeah, well, it was before my time.
That wasn't set it and forget it, but yeah, that was a
It
big
had different
infomercial.
chopping blades for, I guess,
Oh,
for
and
vegetables.
that other guy had the slap chop. Remember that?
Yeah, this you can still buy this on eBay.
You remember ShamWow? The ShamWow?
Oh my
It was the
god!
same guy.
That thing was worth $3. He made it seem like it was worth 50 when he was
I
done.
need one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like
Infomercials, man.
25 cents away. He sold for $19.95. I mean, that's a good markup,
Right.
Well, you can get the Vegematic for $24.99 on eBay.
On eBay, which tells me they don't make it anymore.
I don't know. There are a ton of them for sale on there, like one after
All right.
another, and they look so old. They look
Oh,
so
people bought them and they're like,
antiquated.
honey, we got to get rid of
But is
this.
that what they said? Set it and forget it? Was that their slogan?
I don't know. Somebody had a set it and forget it slogan.
I thought that's what you were looking up.
That was
No,
a
the
cooking.
Vegematic I was
That was a
looking up.
cooking something.
You wouldn't set in
It was like an oven, I think.
Type in Ron Popeil.
Ron Popeil.
Please excuse us while we
That was the name
take
of the
small
gentleman.
diversion.
Yes. We're looking up marketing for you guys. This
Right,
is
it's
important.
marketing. This is very
Oh,
important.
so there was a Ronco. Okay, you put a rotisserie chicken
That's
in
what
this,
it was.
in this really bizarre looking time
And
capsule.
forget it.
Okay.
And you set it, and I guess it just kept rotating the chicken
What's
until
it
it was
called?
done. It was called the Ronco Rotisserie Showtime Rotisserie
Showt-
4000.
So he threw in the Showtime and the number 4,000 to make it sound better.
What happened to the 3,000?
That was the first
They
model.
bypassed it.
That was the first model. This is the new 4000.
right.
It looks like some kind of time capsule spaceship.
Okay. So if you ever wonder about marketing, watch infomercials.
I'll
They
tell
are
you what.
Like
marketing.
a small version of what they have at Publix with the little chickens going around
Yes,
in the background.
yes.
Right?
But you don't want to forget it. I mean, you know.
Well, I think they may have a timer on it.
yeah,
right?
I guess.
It must be, yeah.
I never saw one of those, but I would
neither.
maybe like one now.
Yes.
Put a chicken in there and it comes out beautifully.
check
like
eBay.
Publix.
Now we can get one on eBay. Yeah, eBay. The favorite part of our show.
It is the favorite part of our show, Todd. Look at this. We've got 4 postcards, a 1 in 4 chance for these people to win.
A 1 in 4 chance. If you're watching right now, which one should we pick?
Let's hope it's that
25%
one.
chance. The winner goes to Nitsa. We've had some fun names today.
All right, Nitsa.
Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. 321 217 2293.
321. That's in Florida here somewhere.
Windermere, looks like.
Nice.
Yeah. Great postcard. She has QR code. I'm hoping that goes to their
Those
digital
QR, boy,
magazine.
they're really using the QR codes now.
They are.
Yeah. So this is.
Hello, this is Lisa.
Hey, Nitsa. This is Jim and Todd and Lisa with the Take a Listing Today podcast, calling on behalf of ProspectsPLUS.com. They gave us a postcard that they are mailing out for you with some market stats on it.
I love the back of your card. Is this a campaign you're doing? Was this going out to your past clients or sphere? Or just tell us a little bit about your campaign real quick.
So I have 2 of them going on. I'm not sure which one you're looking at.
Yeah, it's got. It says here's a look.
Campaign's going.
Yeah, it's what's happening in Windermere. You've got some market stats on it. Looks like.
Great looking card.
That is my. Thank you. It's for absentee owners.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And where does your QR code go to? I notice, I love that fact that you have that on there. Where does that go to when they put their phone up and go boom?
So right now I have it going to my Zillow reviews.
Okay.
Smart.
Nice.
That is good because people depend on reviews more and more, and so you've got a bunch of 5-star reviews. You want to show those off.
Right,
so-
right. Well,
Great idea.
Well done. Keep up the great work. If you need us, reach out. We're going to go quick so you can get back on your webinar, but you have to answer a podcast question to get the $100. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, Jim, be good to her. Be good to her.
You know what, Nitsa? We're going to actually give you the question and 3 possible answers. So you have a 1 in 3 chance.
That's nice.
That is nice. Huh? We'll do that. We don't do that for anybody else. But yeah, you get this right, we'll send you a $100 gift card and some swag, like a podcast t-shirt, a coffee mug, and whatever else we find laying around here. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Here is your question. Which poison do apple seeds contain?
Well, this doesn't sound fair.
No, it's not fair. But is it A, cyanide, B, ricin, or C, formaldehyde?
We've had that before.
Yeah. No, I just know that one. I've used it
I
on
think
people.
it's B.
Did she say A?
No, she said B.
Oh.
I think we
B,
had that before.
which is ricin. Come on, let's not try to lead Nitsa the wrong way.
Okay.
All right, show me some ricin.
Oh, I say we give her one more
You know what?
chance.
Lisa was trying to help you out there, actually, because she kept saying,
I see that.
yes.
Okay.
The answer, of course, is cyanide.
Hey.
How weird is that? Nitsa, cyanide is in apple. That's
I
not
know.
fair.
They say you'd have to eat like 80 apple seeds.
But why do they say an apple a day keeps a doctor away? Because it's got cyanide. It's going to bring the doctor
The doctors
closer
are
to you.
doing that because they want the business. So they're telling you to eat the cyanide so they would get, yeah.
They're doing the marketing. Okay.
Exactly. Well, tell you what, let's do a second question.
Here you go, Nitsa.
I hope your webinar wasn't very exciting because, we're taking a second. But let's go. Question number 2. Here we are. How long is a jiffy? Is it A, 1/1,000,000th of a second, B, 1/1,000,000,000th of a second, or C, 1/1,000,000,000th of a second?
I would ask Lisa. I would lean on Lisa for this one.
Lisa's leaning on her iPhone.
Lisa wants to help you.
Get the answer.
Yeah, Lisa, feel free to help me on this one.
I don't know if I'm gonna wait. Say it again. What are the options?
1/1,000,000th, a 1/1000,000th, or a 1/1,000,000th of a second.
That's the craziest question I've ever heard.
But I believe it is a technical term, the
Okay.
jiffy. And people
don't
say,
know.
I'll be back in
It is 33.35 picoseconds.
A
Wow.
picosecond.
Oh, she did her own homework.
Unfortunately, I don't know which choice that
Wait,
would
give Lisa a
align
second.
with.
Let's keep talking this out. Lisa's doing homework.
It's really weird because I see her picosecond too. Because somebody is asking, is it a trillion?
You know what? I think a picosecond must be pretty close to a 1/1000,000th of a second.
I think so too.
So I think she wins.
Oh,
Congratulations. Todd, what does Nitsa win today?
You are awesome. By the way, keep up the great work. If you need help, reach out. You won a $100 gift card for just about anything on Prospects Plus website, and we're going to send you some swag from the Take a Listing Today podcast. Keep up the great work.
Thank
If you need
you.
us, reach out. You're awesome, Nitsa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Get back on that webinar.
Now, she was pleasant and great. She put a
was great.
webinar on hold
And
for us.
multitasking.
Yes.
Webinar going on.
Yeah.
She's on a podcast.
Right, she's
back over to
learning.
the webinar.
Right,
Taking
she's engaged.
calls.
She's trying to get help from Lisa.
She's
Right.
probably painting her nails at the same time.
What was funny is they both did the same homework.
Right. And
I
they
know.
They went to the same website.
But thanks for saving her.
Yeah. You know what? I figured close enough.
Right.
We'll give her credit for trying to look it up.
Right, exactly.
Right? So yeah,
Ingenuity.
what the heck.
Ingenuity.
All right, so there we go. We have a winner, and well, everybody who watched today's show is a winner because we
Yes.
learned about the critical role of repetition in real estate marketing success. Any final comments, Lisa?
No, just go out there and get a bunch of listings in a picosecond.
All right, good. Are your shoes all right? Shoes are
Are
good.
the shoes?
I may have to
Are the
readjust
socks
the
slipping
right
off?
one. Actually, I was trying to find a way to get that work release band off my ankle.
Got it.
That's-
I think the alarm goes off if that's detached. So.
Yeah. But we don't unlock that till 5:15, right? And then,
Right. At 5:15, she's allowed to go for the night.
Right. And then when she comes in, yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you guys.
It's brutal.
It's brutal.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you again next week.
Take care. Bye bye.